Welcome to round number 7 of the British Mini Bikes, and here we travel to Fulbeck. Track looking in great condition, dry weather, and an interesting circuit with a mixture of fast straights, tight hairpins, and some tricky chicanes as well. Looks set to test the riders to the limit. Every single point will count in these closing stages of the championship. So let's get trackside and join some of our riders.
My name's Kyle Tinker and I'm in the Mini GPs. This is my first season and I've been riding this bike since February and it's been going good this weekend. This isn't my favourite track, but I got 4th overall, 2nd in one class and 3rd in another.
Hi, I'm Ryan Frost and I race in the Mini GP 50s and I like the track today and I'm currently leading it.
Hi, my name's Taylor Rose. I'm in the Mini GP 140 class. This is my 2nd round in this championship. I've been racing mini motos since I was 4 years old. My dad got me into it. I crashed out on the first lap, but tried getting going, but couldn't. My handlebars were bent. Yeah, it's good fun. Shame that I crashed though.
For the next MotoGP or BSB rider, the Mini GP class allows riders the chance to race bikes with fairings. Several types of bike run within this class, all scoring points within their own championship. This class is for riders between 10 and 15 years of age, and provides the perfect foundation to start a career in road racing. And away go the Mini GP riders down the Star Straight into the hairpin for the first time. It's a long drag into that first corner, but somebody gets a real jump into the hairpin, and that looks like number 24, Ryan Frost. 2nd is Chloe Jones, and then the midfield runners pick their way through the hairpin. Very tight right-hander. Back on the power they go through the chicane, and Ryan Frost, your early race leader, Chloe Jones just behind in 2nd place. And all the rest of the field charging through there. Looks like Corey Tinker, Max Hardy, Rossi Brown, also well placed, Harris Beach in there as well. But Ryan Frost pulls away as they make their way round back towards the finish line for the end of the first lap. But 2nd place, the lady rider Chloe Jones really has been on top form this year and is keeping Ryan Frost under some pressure as they make their way back towards the finish line round that little 90-degree corner. And 24, Ryan Frost gets back on the power down the Star Straight. But Chloe Jones is not letting him get away. Hard on the brakes into that right-hand hairpin. And Ryan Frost there, we just saw him taking a defensive line, middle of the track. So trying to prevent Chloe Jones from going down the inside, but here they come into the chicane. Chloe Jones is starting to put the pressure on in 2nd place, weaving all over the back wheel of 24. Ryan Frost, your race leader. Chloe Jones looking to try and find an opening somewhere, but Ryan Frost, he's riding defensively, guarding his lines as the rest of the pack make their way through. Looks like Harris Beach in 6th place. Rossi Brown have a battle with him as well. Kyle Tinker, Lewis Jones, Ben Taylor, Fred McMillan, and Taylor Rose in there as well. Corey Tinker is in around 3rd place, battling with Max Hardy. But here come the leaders. Chloe Jones and your race leader, Ryan Frost, in 2nd. Although it looks to me like Chloe Jones has just taken the lead. Yes, she has. Here they come into the hairpin. And Chloe Jones, as I speak, goes through into the lead. And the new race leader, so Ryan Frost, now he's the one looking for some lines. Going a lot wider into the corners than he was before as he looks to try and find an opening. But at the moment, it looks like Chloe Jones is starting to pull away ever so slightly. The top 2 riders breaking away from the rest of the field. Corey Tinker currently in 3rd place. There he is, just coming into shot now as the leaders exit the hairpin back towards the finish line. And Chloe Jones starting to really pull away now. There's a small gap of just under a second. Just about enough, I would say, to prevent Ryan Frost from going for an opening, trying to snatch the lead. Chloe Jones back on the power down the Star Straight, really starting to pull away ever so slightly from Ryan Frost in 2nd. Frost trying the outside line, but Chloe Jones rides defensively down the inside, guards that inside line to prevent being outbraked from Ryan Frost. And Jones back on the power down the back straight. Oh, as one of our midfield runners goes down, takes a hefty tumble, but I think the rider's okay. Yellow flags are out, but this won't concern the leaders. Number 15, Chloe Jones, charges into that tight left-hander still coming under pressure from Ryan Frost. Frost is starting to close back up again. It's a few tenths here and a few tenths there, but Ryan Frost starting to just pull in that gap slightly as the fallen rider gets some attention. That may possibly be Taylor Rose or Fred McMullen possibly, but the yellow flags are at the marshals dealing with the incident as the leaders go through. Chloe Jones and your race leader Ryan Frost in second, Corey Tinker third, and Jones starting to pull away down the Star Straight once again from Ryan Frost. Frost not too far behind in second place, so certainly the race leader Chloe Jones can't afford to make any kind of a mistake. Ryan Frost, there he is shadowing in second place, fastest lap of the race earlier on, 50.290. Corey Tinker still in third, but Tinker dropping behind. He's about 20 seconds down at the moment. So it's all about these top two riders as Chloe Jones starts once again to pull away from Ryan Frost, and it looks like she's got the race under control, but we saw earlier how easily it is to make a mistake, but Jones keeping it nice and steady, not making any mistakes so far, got the race well under control and takes the checkered flag. So a race win for Chloe Jones. It was Ryan Frost in second place, Corey Tinker third, Max Hardy in fourth, and Rossi Brown in fifth.
I'm Troy Jeffrey, and I'm 8 years old, and it's a little bit bumpy at the chicane bit. It's been going good, and I've qualified fourth. It's a bit bumpy, but it's nice and long and it's good.
The Mini Moto 4.2 class is where all of today's professional riders started their racing careers. 40cc air-cooled engines, this class allows riders between the ages of 6 and 13 to take their first steps towards being Britain's next star in motorcycle racing. Race number 2, and it's our Mini Motos, a getaway, slightly different track for the Mini Motos with a chicane halfway down the straight. Oh, as one rider gets crowded out there, I think that was Chloe Jones, winner of the first race, saw a few moments ago, but she's in last place at the moment as Sandy Horne gets the early lead. Round the hairpin they go. There's Chloe Jones at the back. She's got a bit of work to do as she looks to get back amongst the leaders. Here come the leading trio of riders, though, led by number 95. Sandy Horne, your race leader, 21. Troy Jeffrey in second place. Johnny Garner says 75 in third, with Chloe Jones right on his tail. Here they come round the hairpin. So Chloe Jones, the winner of the first race, currently in fourth and with a bit of work to do. But this doesn't bother Sandy Horne, who starts to pull away. They make their way back towards the finish line. And Sandy Horne, your race leader, 21, Troy Jeffrey in second place. Into the chicane they go. And your race leader, Sandy Horne, looking in fine form at the moment, nice and smooth. Looking very neat into the hairpin. Making the bike do all the work as he just crests that curb on the inside, gets back on the power, head down, tucked in. Trying to make that Mini Moto machine go as fast as possible into the chicane. And again, looking very, very smooth indeed through that chicane. Back on the power it goes. And number 95, Sandy Horne, looking in great form, all on his own at the moment. In second place, still looks like Troy Jeffrey's in there. I think Chloe Jones has gone to third. Yes, she has. And Johnny Garnis looks like dropping to fourth position. But Sandy Horne back on the power towards the finish line, and there's second place. It's still Troy Jeffrey. Chloe Jones starting to close up in third place as 95 Sandy Horne gets back on the power over the finish line and sets the fastest lap of the race, 56.780 for Sandy Horne, starting to pull away now from Troy Jeffrey in second place, and Jeffrey is starting to come under some pressure from Chloe Jones in third place. They go into the hairpin. And 21, the second place rider, Troy Jeffrey, just guards that inside line. Jones has a look around the outside, but not really close enough to go for a pass. None of this, of course, bothering number 95, your race leader, as Sandy Horne just concentrates on the track, gets his lines correct, keeps it nice and smooth, and avoids making a mistake. The track looking in great condition, but very easy to make a mistake if you lose concentration. But certainly Sandy Horne is really looking far down the track, keeping it nice and smooth as the battle starts to hot up for second place. It's Troy Jeffrey in second place, Chloe Jones putting the pressure on in third as your race leader Horne goes over the finish line, looking in great form at the moment, and it looks like Chloe Jones has gone into second place. We'll just confirm that now. Well, the timing screen shows in second place, and she certainly is. They make their way through the chicane. Chloe Jones in second, and now number 21, Troy Jeffrey for second for most of the race, now down to third, with Johnny Garner starting to drop back a little bit now in fourth place. We just saw him coming into shot. At the moment, though, your race leader, Sandy Horne, really starting to pull away, the gap increasing all the time. Chloe Jones starts to pull away from Troy Jeffrey in third, Johnny Garnis in fourth, but celebrations for number 95, Sandy Horne, as he takes the checkered flag. A great ride for him there, and taking the win by 13 seconds from Chloe Jones in second place. Troy Jeffrey was in third, and Johnny Garnis in fourth.
In the pit bike stock 160 class, like all the other stock classes, all riders on the same specification of bike, running up to 160cc stock engines, providing fast, high-octane and adrenaline-filled racing action.
And the flag drops for the pit bikes. They go charging into the first corner. Quite a few riders at the front, and a good start going to be essential. We're on board with John Buckle, goes round the outside and goes for the lead, but not going to be enough. It looks like Bradley Speed, number 4, gets the early lead into that first corner. There was a drag race to the hairpin, but it looks like Bradley Speed has come out best as they make their way through towards the chicane. Back on board with John Buckle, who's currently in around 5th place, but there's your race leader, number 4, Bradley Speed. Looks like Brendan Allen in 2nd place, but Bradley Speed, your early race leader, Richard Bourke, Ben Baxter in there as well, and then our onboard rider John Buckle guards that inside line as somebody tries the outside, jostling for position on the first lap. And the orange we're seeing there, number 4, Bradley Speed, trying to pull away, but Brendan Allen is right on his tail in 2nd place as they make their way round the final corner. Number 4, Bradley Speed, gets back on the power. Brendan Allen tries the outside line, but it's not going to be enough. Hasn't quite got the line into the corner, and Allen has a quick glance over the shoulder just to see where the 2nd place rider Brendan Allen is. They're starting to pull away ever so slightly. Looks like Richard Bourke possibly in 3rd place. We'll just confirm that. No, it isn't. It's Ben Baxter in 3rd. Richard Bourke drops to 4th, but it's getting close to the front because Brendan Allen all over the back wheel of Bradley Speed as they make their way around the final few corners. The midfield runners making their way through Stuart Poole, Stuart Palethorpe and Vincenzo Rizzo in there as well, not too far ahead of Neil Tinsley. They're having a midfield scrap there, just making their way through the hairpin as the two leaders make their way down the start straight once again. And Bradley Speed, number 4, starting to pull away. Now there's a battle of a third as Richard Bourke has a look down the inside of 101 Ben Baxter, but Baxter shuts the door, and it looks like Bourke's going to have to try again. They're battling away for 3rd place, but the battle for the front between the early race leader Bradley Speed, Brendan Allen in 2nd place. Allen had a look down the inside on the exit of the hairpin. It looks like Bourke's gone through to 3rd. Let's have a look. He has held on to 3rd. Yes, he has. It looks like Ben Baxter trying to fight back, but Bourke holds on to that 3rd place. The battle, though, still rages for 1st place as Bradley Speed goes through the chicane, but all over his rear wheel. We see there number 23, Brendan Allen, just trying to find a gap somewhere, but it's not going to be close enough at the moment. There's a look down the inside on the hairpin, but the race leader, Bradley Speed's got the line covered. Brendan Allen, though, closing up. They're making their way around the final few corners as Richard Bourke starts to pull away in 3rd place, and the pressure now on as they go down the start straight once again. And it looks like Brendan Allen trying to line up Bradley Speed down the inside into the first corner. Is he going to go for the pass? It's not going to be close enough because Bradley Speed shuts the door once again. He's got that inside line covered. Allen has a look down the inside on the exit to the hairpin. But again, your race leader, Bradley Speed, number 4, he's led the entire race, and at the moment he's got things covered. So 23, your 2nd place rider, Brendan Allen, tries to fight through again. At the moment it looks like Brendan Allen is a little bit faster. Tries the outside line on the penultimate hairpin. Comes back towards the finish line. It's still Richard Bourke in 3rd, Ben Baxter in 4th. And our onboard rider, John Buckle, we saw at the start of the race, he's currently in 5th position. So there we see your 3rd place rider, Richard Bourke. And at the front, I can tell you that Brendan Allen has set the fastest lap of the race, 50.5. So now it looks like Brendan Allen is really starting to put the pressure on, goes down the inside of Bradley Speed into the hairpin. Now, can he make the pass stick? It looks like he does. So Brendan Allen with an outbraking move into the first corner, holds on to the lead. And let's see what Bradley Speed can do. He's now down to 2nd place. Richard Bourke is in 3rd. They go through the chicane and Brendan Allen holds on to the lead. But Bradley Speed in 2nd place, trying to fight back. At the moment, Brendan Allen, though, has got things covered as he makes his way up towards the end of the lap. It's getting very close indeed. Richard Bourke still in 3rd place and Ben Baxter in 4th. But Bradley Speed has led most of the race. He's there in 2nd place and he is looking to try and fight back as they make their way around the final couple of corners. But Brendan Allen holds on to the lead. Bradley Speed in 2nd, Richard Bourke still in 3rd. But now it looks like Allen is starting to close up on some of the tail enders. We see there, looks like Benny Ward, Nick Edlin in there as well. They're battling for 10th, 11th. Dennis Slatham a bit further ahead as well in 10th place, number 10. These riders towards the back of the field have got Mark Hancock, Benny Ward in there as well. It looks like Benny Ward could be one of the riders at the back of the field. So extra problems for the race leader, Brendan Allen, as he looks to go through some of the slower riders. And 23, Brendan Allen takes the checkered flag. So great ride there for Brendan Allen to take the victory. Bradley Speed in 2nd, Richard Bourke 3rd.
My name is Tom Stevens, I'm in the stock 160s, and this weekend, yesterday, it was quite good. It was dry all day, so I got a consistent pace in the practices. Today, qualifying was a bit slippy, so was practice, but I've qualified 7th, so I'm quite happy.
Very nervous at the moment. Yeah, let's try and get this one out of the way and concentrate with the second one, really. It's I'm 3rd in the championship now, so it's a bit...
And how did you find the circuit out there this morning? Because it looked a bit slippy.
Yeah, it was very slippy this morning, but right now, so yeah, let's have it.
It's Pit Bike 160, Group A, down the Star Straight, charging into the hairpin. It's a drag race once again into the first corner. 97, Jim Lavelle with a great start, but down the inside goes Nathan Dury. Did he take the lead? I think he did. Let's have a look when they come back towards us into the chicane. But the blue machine of Nathan Dury takes the lead. Yes, he does. He just nipped down there on the apex of the hairpin. And he's your early race leader, Jim Lavelle in 2nd place. Matthew Bolsover, Chris Fabian, number 48, also saw was well placed. And there we saw number 83, Alex Thurston in there as well, towards the back of the field. But Jim Lavelle tries to fight back as they make their way up towards the end of the first lap. Goes round the outside of Dury, but not quite close enough. They're side by side on the exit though. Let's see who gets the lead as they complete the first lap. It's incredibly close at the front. And look at this, they're almost banging handlebars side by side down the straight. Nathan Dury, Jim Lavelle, but Dury holds on as they make their way up towards the hairpin, just watching in 3rd place there. Looks like it could be Matthew Bolsover, Chris Fabian as well, also well placed. And the 3rd place rider has a glance over the shoulder. It's very, very close at the front of this pit bike race, with Nathan Dury, your early race leader, having to really fight for that lead. They make their way up towards the top of the corner, the top hairpin, and they are side by side once again. Nathan Dury and Jim Lavelle having a real battle for the lead. Lavelle has a look down the inside again of Dury, but he wasn't quite close enough. Matthew Bolsover, Chris Fabian, also well placed. Fabian with a good start. He fought his way through the field. And there we see the top 3. Nathan Dury, your race leader. Jim Lavelle in 2nd place. Matthew Bolsover just watching in 3rd place. And then number 48, Chris Fabian, started 8th on the grid. He had a great start through to 4th. And he's keeping the leaders under some pressure. Lavelle has a quick glance over the shoulder, but you can see he's got a small gap between 2nd and 3rd. And all his attention now for Lavelle is trying to get back into the lead. Nathan Dury, though, keeps charging away at the front as the midfield runners go charging through, battling all the way through the field in this pit bike race. And Nathan Dury holds on to the lead, but Jim Lavelle is not making life easy for him. Lavelle tries again on the outside, quicker on the exit of the hairpin, but it looks like Dury's got the line into the following corner. And there he is, but Lavelle now really starting to put the pressure on once again, tucked right under the rear wheel of Nathan Dury. Lavelle, is he going to try down the inside into the first corner? He's not quite close enough. and Nathan Dury holds on to the lead. Lavelle has a look on the outside. Oh, they almost touch wheels there. Really very close battle for the lead now, and they're starting to pull away from Matthew Bolsover, the third place rider. There's Bolsover just shadowing in third place. Chris Fabian, number 48, and 189, the machine of Jordan Smith, just behind. We also see there Mark Hardy, Tom Stevens, Lawrence Wardle in there as well, Jake Shepherd, Alex Thurston a bit further behind. But the battle for first and second is as close as ever as Lavelle has a look round the outside. There's nothing at all in this one. Here they come, Nathan Dury, your race leader. There he is on the blue machine. Jim Lavelle in second place, Matthew Bolsover just behind in third. And Chris Fabian, there he is in fourth place from 189 Jordan Smith. Then the midfield runners charging through, incredibly close battle here. As we see some midfield scraps here, looks like Jake Blackwell, number 4. Oh, here's a look down the inside of, there we see Angus Gough, Mark Hardy and Tom Stevens in there as well. But Nathan Dury holds on to the lead. Oh, there's a back marker in there. Number 72, I think that was Josh Gregory. Now that could throw a spanner in the works, but it looks like Nathan Dury and Jim Lavelle have both got past the slower rider. Clean track in front of them, and Jim Lavelle tries to fight back, but at the moment Nathan Dury has got things covered as they make their way up towards the final couple of corners. And look at this, though, Nathan Dury, your race leader, but Jim Lavelle is not giving up in second place. They go charging down the straight, and Lavelle, number 97, there he is in second. I think he wants to have a look down the inside there into the hairpin, but Dury's just about got it covered as they go through the hairpin. Lavelle quick on the exit though, and closes up going into the chicane. Oh, he has a look down the inside, switches to the outside line, but Nathan Dury again slams the door shut as they make their way around the second half of the track. Bolsover third, Fabian fourth, and it looks like 189, the machine of Jordan Smith, still in fifth place. The battle for the lead still continues at the front as Bolsover has looked round the outside once again, tries the inside on the exit of the hairpin as they go up towards the final corner. Jim Lavelle looks quicker at the moment, he's going this way and that, but Nathan Dury doing a great job of holding on to the lead and will take the checkered flag. Fantastic race there for Nathan Dury, who takes the win. Jim Lavelle in second place, Matthew Bolsover third, Chris Fabian in fourth.
For riders over the age of 40, the Pit Bike Veterans is made up of ex-national club racing champions and seasoned racers. With bikes running under the same regulation as the open pit bike class, this grid is where experience and true racecraft is showcased.
Away go the Pit Bike Vets down the Star Straight and charging into the first corner. A lot of riders out there, as you can see, so the start is going to be absolutely essential, but somebody gets a great jump there. Number 50, Richard Rice, as we jump on board with Barry Prue is in the midfield, and you can see for yourself just how close things are in the midfield. It's fast and furious into the chicane. Will they get through safely? It looks like they do. And number 50, your race leader Richard Rice, Martin Cochrane in second place. 153, Ian Bint in third. Oh, as Bint goes down, the back end washes out and he just got caught by another rider. He doesn't look too happy, but it looks like Ian Bint is out of the race. That doesn't bother the two race leaders though, as they make their way up towards the final corner. It's Richard Rice, your race leader, Martin Cochrane in second place. Here they come past the finish line, and it's very, very close indeed between those two riders, as number 33, Martin Cochrane, starts to pull away from the rest of the field. Barry Prue, meanwhile, goes for the pass on number 16 down the Star Straight. Very, very close indeed, and Barry Prue takes another position as he fights through the field. Meanwhile, at the front, yellow flags you see there for, I think that was Ian Bint, went down on the first lap. But number 50, your race leader, starts to pull away. 161, they're now in third. That's Mark Evans through to third place. And number 50, Richard Rice, your race leader, although Martin Cockaine looks like he's side by side into the top corner. Very, very close indeed. And Cockaine takes the lead, goes wide on the outside though. Will that allow Richard Rice to go back down the inside as they make their way through towards the final corner? We shall wait and see. No, he doesn't, because number 33 holds on to the lead. The machine of Martin Cockaine again goes defensive down the inside, but number 50 simply rides around the outside of him there. Richard Rice out-dragged him down the straight, and Rice goes round the outside and back into the lead. So Martin Cockaine, number 33, is going to have to try again as they go through the chicane. It's a bit one line through there. No scope for any overtaking, so number 33, Cockaine in second place, keeps it tidy and stays on the back wheel of number 50, Richard Rice, who guards the inside, but Cockaine goes down the inside on the exit. Oh, that was close. He had a look on the inside on the exit of the hairpin, but it looks like number 50 holds on to the lead. Richard Rice retains the lead of the race as they make their way round the final corner. It's still Mark Evans in third place, Howard Taylor, Anthony Baxter in there as well. The leaders go down the start straight, and number 33, Martin Cockaine, loses a little bit of advantage. So number 50, Richard Rice, guards that inside line, holds on to the apex to prevent Cockaine passing him on the exit. Has a quick glance over the shoulder, and I'm sure he can hear the engine right on his tail. He knows that Cockaine's there. So number 50, Richard Rice, he can't afford to relax for one instant, because number 33, Martin Cockaine in second place, has a look round the outside, but don't think he's going to get the drive on the exit. Rice covers the line on the exit, and Cockaine's going to have to try and fight again. Mark Evans still in third place, Howard Taylor, Anthony Baxter, and our onboard rider Barry Prue now in fifth position as the leaders make their way round towards the final corner. And Cockaine's going to have another look on the inside. Oh, that was close. Again, Rice has a glance over the shoulder as the rest of the field make their way through. Third place there, Mark Evans, as number 50, Richard Rice, guards that inside line. One rider in trouble there at the back of the field. Mechanical problems there, but luckily he's on the edge of the track, off the racing line, so that shouldn't bother the leaders too much. As Richard Rice starts to pull away ever so slightly, but Martin Cockaine in second place is still there, and he's really keeping the pressure on the race leader as they make their way round the final few corners back towards the finish line. Richard Rice holds on to the lead, but Martin Cockaine's going to try and fight again. Still Mark Evans in third. And here they come up towards the final few corners. You can see here just how far away they pulled from the third place rider, Mark Evans. The two race leaders charging down the finish line straight once again into the hairpin as Rice starts to pull away down the straight once again, guards that inside line. Cockaine goes wide into the hairpin, carries a lot of speed, but Rice has got the momentum on the exit. Here they go through the chicane once again. Richard Rice holding on to the lead. Number 50, your race leader, looking in great form, but Martin Cockaine has started to regroup and is starting to close up once again. Had another look down the inside there, but wasn't quite close enough to get that front wheel in and snatch the apex away from the race leader Rice. So Richard Rice doing a great job of holding on to the lead. They make their way around the final few corners before they go back onto the straight. Cockaine tries the outside of Rice, but Rice covers the exit and takes the checkered flag by 0.2 of a second. And those two riders look pleased with things there. Richard Rice takes the checkered flag from Martin Cockaine in second, Mark Evans third.
The Junior Supermoto 90 class, or the Bambinos, is for riders aged between 6 and 10 years old. This class provides an excellent induction into the world of road racing. The Supermoto style bikes run semi-automatic engines with around 7 brake horsepower. Without the requirement to operate a clutch, this class allows the riders to concentrate on maintenance of corner speed and development of an essential racecraft.
So away go the Junior SM90 down the Star Straight into the first corner. It looks like number 1, Ryan Frost, gets the jump onto the field and pulls away into the hairpin. So number 1, Ryan Frost, your race leader, 98 in second. Thomas Gomes, looks like Harvey Lathrop third. Dylan Jones, Chase Collymore, Harry Cook in there as well as they make their way through to the chicane, and Ryan Frost pulls a small gap as they make their way through the chicane for the first time. Number 98, Thomas Gomes on his tail. And there we see Dylan Jones, Chase Collymore, Harry Cook as well, 4th, 5th and 6th, but Ryan Frost starts to pull a small gap, and the battle now on for second place. Ryan Frost really has been the rider to beat this year, and once again here at Fulbeck starting to pull away at the front. They go round the hairpin back towards the finish line for the end of the first lap. 4th, 5th and 6th still battling away there. We see Dylan Jones, Chase Collymore, Harry Cook, but Ryan Frost goes round the final corner, back on the power, down the straight, crosses the line, has a quick glance over the shoulder, and I'm sure you can see this already. He's pulled a small gap. Hard on the brakes into the hairpin. Looks very smooth indeed as he goes round that long right-hand hairpin. Turns back on himself in effect and up towards the chicane. And Ryan Frost yet again starts to pull away. But the battle's still on for second place because Thomas Gomes in second has Harvey Lathrop right on his tail in third. There we see number treble 2, Lathrop in third position. And second and third not really letting Frost get too far away at the moment. It looks at the moment like Thomas Gomes and Harvey Lathrop are pushing each other on somewhat, and they are definitely keeping number 1, Ryan Frost, the race leader, in close contention at the front. There goes Frost. Gomes second, Lathrop third. They make their way around the final corner. Ryan Frost maintains that small gap at the front, but the battle for second, you can see just behind him. And treble 2, Harvey Lathrop having a look. Is he going to try the inside of Gomes? He's not quite close enough. Gomes guards that inside line, forces Lathrop wide. And they make their way round the hairpin back towards the chicane, and Lathrop not giving up in third place. The green and black leathers. Number treble 2, Harvey Lathrop, very, very close indeed, as Frost continues to maintain that gap at the front. Just a couple of seconds. Gomes second, Lathrop third. But there we see Ryan Frost goes round the hairpin. He can afford to ride his own race at the moment, but number 98, Thomas Gomes, in second place. He's under a lot of pressure from Harvey Lathrop third. We just saw Dylan Jones in fourth, as Lathrop has a look round the outside. Gomes guards the inside line. There we see Ryan Frost, your race leader. Thomas Gomes second, Harvey Lathrop in third. Ryan Frost goes charging down the straight into the hairpin. Again takes a nice wide line, carries a lot of speed into the corner. And number 1, Ryan Frost, looking in great form, has a quick glance over the shoulder. He can see second and third battling. And Ryan Frost actually is starting to pull away. Fastest lap of the race on the previous lap, 55.640. And already can see he's starting to pull a small gap as second and third concentrate on their own battle. Looks like Gomes still in second from Lathrop. Lathrop has a look round the outside of Gomes into the hairpin, but doesn't quite get close enough to get the front wheel in there. And number 98, Thomas Gomes, holds on to second place. Ryan Frost making his way back towards the finish line, still all on his own. Second and third still scrapping away as Frost completes another lap in the lead. And now let's see, there's treble 2, Lathrop having a look down the inside. But again, number 98, your second place man, Thomas Gomes, guards the inside line and pulls a small gap into the hairpin. Lathrop closes up under braking though. Will he get the drive on the exit of the hairpin? He has a look down the inside there, side by side into the chicane. And this could be Lathrop's moment as Ryan Frost, we see him going through the chicane there, still charging away at the front. Now, we didn't see if Lathrop got that second place. We'll wait and see in a moment as Ryan Frost, all on his own at the front, holds on to the lead. And it looks like Lathrop's gone through to second, so the pressure pays off for Harvey Lathrop as they make their way up towards the final few corners. And now Thomas Gomes in third place, number 98, tries to fight back. So Ryan Frost, your race leader. Thomas Gomes was in second place, but it looks like Lathrop's gone through into second. We'll wait and see. It's incredibly close, but Ryan Frost in the lead, all on his own, goes into the hairpin. And now he can afford maybe not to relax too much, of course, but he can certainly ride his own race. The pressure's off at the moment as he looks to try and pull that gap at the front. Goes flying through the chicane. There's Lathrop in second, as we saw Gomes now in third. So Lathrop's still there in second place, but Gomes still trying to fight back in third place. Dylan Jones fourth, Chase Collymore fifth, and at the moment Harry Cook still in sixth position. Now, we had a look down the inside there. Thomas Gomes again on the exit of the hairpin and tries the inside of Lathrop. They were side by side into the top corner. There goes Frost, your leader. But who's in second place? It's still Lathrop. And Gomes still there in third place. Incredibly close battle for second. But Ryan Frost takes the checkered flag. Who's it going to be in second? It looks like Gomes goes through to second place on the final corner. So Ryan Frost, your winner. Thomas Gomes in second place and Harvey Lathrop in third.
Okay, Martin Cockayne, number 33 in the open class here at Fulbeck, round 7. So far so good. Good practice yesterday in the complete dry, going really quite quickly. Well, for me, I'm at 140 now. Today, wet this morning, bit damp, but it's drying off now, so hopefully for a good race.
Yeah, last round went quite a bit hit and miss with the weather, so just mixed with parts and we got cut short due to a red flag, but it happens. So today we're going to try and just make some points back really and hope that the weather holds up.
For those who like to test their technical ability, the Pit Bike Open class allows for a 2-stroke and 4-stroke machine to compete together with no brake horsepower limits. On the same grid are the modified Honda CRF 150 motocross bikes with some serious performance of up to 25 brake horsepower.
Away go the Pit Bike Open and 150s. Charging into the first corner, looks like number 47, Dane Blackburn, gets the jump off the start. Will he lead into the first corner? Oh, it was very close there, but 47, Dane Blackburn, grabs the lead as they go charging through the first hairpin. No incidents on the hairpin, good clean start. They go through the chicane for the first time, and Dane Blackburn is your early leader. Looks like Elliot Pinson in second, Sam Jones, Ryan Meaden, Aaron Parker, number 1 in there as well. But they go to the very top of the circuit, and Dane Blackburn holds the lead from Elliot Pinson in second place. Here they come round the penultimate corner. Very close action at the start of this Pit Bike 150 race, and you can see from the curbside camera just how fast and furious the action is. There they go, charging round the final corner, down the start straight for the first time. Incredibly close action all the way through this field. Oh, it was 76 there. Elliot Pinson had a look round the outside going into the hairpin, but Dane Blackburn had the racing line and holds on to the lead. But this looks like it's going to be a brawl between the top 2 riders, Dane Blackburn and Elliot Pinson, 47 and 76. Number 94 in third, Sam Jones, and Aaron Parker in there as well. Dane Blackburn holds on to the lead. Elliot Pinson had a go on the previous lap, but didn't quite come off. He has to settle for second place, but he's still keeping the pressure on, not too far behind there. We see 94 Sam Jones and 1 Aaron Parker. There they go, charging past the curb camera, making their way down the start straight. Dane Blackburn still the race leader on the Honda CRF 150. Elliot Pinson in second place, and Pinson keeps the pressure on into the hairpin. There's number 94 in third, Sam Jones, with Aaron Parker right on his tail. Dane Blackburn holds on to the lead. Sam Jones and in third, Ryan Meaden, Shane Stevenson, Dean Dewey and Rob Cox also well placed. As we got a lapper there. I think that was the rider from one of the previous races there, Nathan DURY, who's had some problems. He's a lap down already, so Nathan DURY, winner earlier on, and at the moment he's just a back marker in this race, pulling to one side and letting the leaders through as Dane Blackburn starts to pull away. The battle there, the one for third though, between Sam Jones and Aaron Parker. They are neck and neck going into the final corner, but 47, Dane Blackburn holds on to the lead. Elliot Pinson starts to close up, and there's a duel for third place, side by side into the top corner. Round that first corner they go, and 94, Sam Jones holds on to third place. And number 1 though, Aaron Parker tries to fall back. Oh, a moment there for number 47, Dane Blackburn. Bit of a tank slapper into the chicane, and that will allow Elliot Pinson to close up. Yes, he has. So this battle, top 5 there, incredibly close. 6th place in there as well. Ryan Meaden we saw well placed, and Shane Stevenson in there as well. But Dane Blackburn, he had a small mistake there, a bit of a tank slapper into the chicane. That could have been disastrous for him, but he holds on to the lead. Elliot Pinson still there in second place. Sam Jones, it is now in third. Looks like that battle with Aaron Parker still very, very close indeed, as Dane Blackburn recovers from his mistake and starts to pull away ever so slightly from Elliot Pinson in second place. They go through the chicane, and there's number 47, Blackburn, your race leader. Look at this battle of a third place, so getting very close indeed. Number 292 in there as well, Ryan Meaden. And it looks like Shane Stevenson also well placed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, all very, very close indeed. As 47, Dane Blackburn holds on to the lead as they make their way up towards the final corner. But now it looks like Elliot Pinson is starting to put the pressure on. As they go down the start straight, we see the battle of 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Number 6 place there, number 29, Rob Cox actually. There he is, starting to close up on Ryan Meaden in 5th. as 94, the machine of Sam Jones, holds on to third place, coming under a lot of pressure from Aaron Parker, number 1. But we move back to the front, and as you can see, number 76, Elliot Pinson, is starting to close up. He set the fastest lap of the race, 46.290, and now he's really starting to put the pressure on the race leader as they make their way up towards the final few corners. Incredibly close action here. Pinson, as we said, fastest rider on the track at the moment, and he is starting to close up on the race leader. Here they go down the start straight once again. It's incredibly close indeed, and Dane Blackburn knows he's there, but takes the checkered flag by half a second from Elliot Pinson. So in that incredibly close race, Dane Blackburn, your race winner, Elliot Pinson second, Sam Jones third from Aaron Parker.
Scott Jewett, senior mini-moto air-cooled heavies. Yeah, last round wasn't so great. Bad clutch setting, but I still managed second, so it wasn't too bad really. I think there's less than 10 points separating first, second and third in the championship at the moment. So it's all down to the wire. Today, I think it's going all right. It's fingers crossed, really.
Danny Fuller, Mini Moto Senior Air-Cooled Heavies. Wilton Mill went okay. Got first in first race. Didn't run the second race due to a pit bike crash. Meant the day got cut short. Today at Fulbeck seems to be going okay so far. Just done qualifying, but not sure where my position is. So weather's looking okay, so should be a good race.
The junior production class sees riders between the ages of 6 and 14 years old running standard 40cc liquid-cooled engines. And the senior open class for riders over the age of 14 on 50cc machines. Neither with tuning or modification regulations. This is as fast as mini moto racing gets, providing close and competitive racing action.
Away go our mini motos into the first corner. We've got two groups of riders, I should say. We've got the juniors and the seniors. So our juniors get away first, and number 98, your early race leader, Sandy Horne, 21 in second, Troy Jeffrey, Johnny Garnis in third, and then the adults get away. Here they go into the chicane. Of course, the younger riders on the mini motos do have something of an advantage. Lighter weight, of course, so certainly the power to weight ratio, they will cover the ground a lot better than many of the adult riders. And there they go, the youths charging through the chicane, and the adults go into the first corner. Incredibly close on that first corner, very, very close action. It looks like Justin Bainbridge with a good start. And here they come, leading adults through the chicane for the first time. Very, very close action, but number 95 there, Sandy Horne, showing the rest of the pack a clean set of heels at the moment. It's Troy Jeffrey's second. Looks like Johnny Garner still there in third place. Josh Darter got a good start from the adults, and Adam Carr, Paul Nichols, Danny Fuller, Jamie Dess in there as well. As Troy Jeffrey and Johnny Garnis have a battle for second place. The adults starting to close up a bit, but as we were saying, the youths do have an advantage with the lighter weight, and certainly number 95, Sandy Horne, is using that to good effect as he makes his way through the chicane on that number 2, already starting to pull away from the rest of the field. So there he goes, 21 in second place, Troy Jeffrey, Johnny Garnis in third, and there we cut back to our adult riders. And this mini moto class is perhaps one of the only forms of motorcycle racing where youths and adults race each other on the same track in the same race. Of course, in the likes of motocross, sometimes you'll get some of the teenage riders perhaps racing in adult classes, but certainly not on this scale. Of course, these younger riders, very much still only children, but they're racing there, and they're certainly showing the adults a thing or two, as Sandy Horne holds on to the lead from Troy Jeffrey in second, Johnny Garnis in third. Leading the adult riders so far, Josh Darter, the fourth place rider, Justin Bainbridge, Adam Carr also well placed. Sandy Horne looking in great form as Troy Jeffrey starts to pick up the pace in second place, pulls away from Johnny Garnis. Sandy Horne, though, is your race leader so far as we wait for some of our midfield runners from the adults to make their way through, round towards the final corner. And there we go, right next to the curbside camera. And there's some really close action here in the midfield from our adult riders, incredibly close as they battle for the lead. This looks like it could possibly be Josh Darter in there. Danny Fuller, Jamie Diss also well placed. Sandy Horne leads the way, but I can tell you that Troy Jeffrey at the moment is the fastest rider on the track, 57.130. Action all the way through the field though in this mini moto class. Josh Darton and Justin Bainbridge still battling away. Nothing much that's in it, but here's our race leader, number 95, Sandy Horne, goes round the first corner all on his own at the front. I think before too long he may well be starting to close up on some of the tail enders, but not at the moment. He's got the track all to himself as he goes through the chicane and still looking in great form. And there we see, that looks like number 26, Josh Darter, who leads the adults, currently 4th in the race. And the leader of the senior riders so far, there's number 21, the second place rider so far, Troy Jeffrey. And we cut back to our race leader, Sandy Horne. You can see just how far ahead he is. Looks like Jeffrey's starting to close up. Johnny Garns in second place, number 75, but Troy Jeffrey, number 21, the rider in second place. As we were saying, fastest rider on the track now. He's starting to close up, 57.130, fastest lap of the race so far, as 95, Sandy Horne, starts to get amongst some of the tail enders. Will this allow Troy Jeffrey to close up? The gap is quite long at the moment. And now number 95, Sandy Horne's got a clean track once again, gets back to work as he looks to try and pull away from the second place rider, Troy Jeffrey. And I think we just saw Jeffrey, or could have been Johnny Garnis there, in the middle of the tail enders as they make their way round the final few corners. There we just saw number 95, Sandy Horne, your race leader, looking in great form so far as he looks to try and secure the race victory. And there we go, checkered flag goes out for Sandy Horne, your race winner. Troy Jeffrey in second place, Johnny Garns in third.
My name's Charlie Hirons. I'm racing Junior Gearbox 140. At the minute, I'm getting on with this circuit. At the minute, it's just a bit damp today. Yeah.
George Fisher, then Junior Supermarket 140. I find the track really fast. Nice twisty corners, long straights, bit of everything. I'm currently second in the championship with Adam Blackwell behind me and Charlie Hirons in front of me.
The Junior Supermoto 140 class is a natural progression for riders aged between 9 and 15 years old, all running stock machines with up to 14 brake horsepower. This class allows the riders the opportunity to develop as racers and improve on their lap times before moving into the senior classes.
Away we go then for our Junior SM 140. Once again, a good start is absolutely essential, but somebody's got a real jump there. Let's have a look. I think that's number 110, George Hopper, with a great start into the first corner and already pulls a small gap as he makes his way up towards the chicane for the first time. Meanwhile, the rest of the field banging bars, looking to try and jostle for position on this opening lap. But there we see 110, your race leader, looks like Charlie Hirons 119 in second, Abs Thomas in third. George Fisher, Adam Blackwell, Alex Latham also well placed. George Hopper looks like he's in a no-nonsense mood at the moment as he makes his way round the first lap. Looks in great form. Second, it looks like it's still Charlie Hirons, Abs Thomas in third. They go past the curb camera, around the final corner and down the style straight for the end of the first lap. And there we see some fast, furious action all the way through the field. Number 45 there, Adam Blackwell, looked like he was battling with, could have been Alex Latham, Ash Barnes in there as well, Kira Williamson, Bailey Harper, Max Bartle, Maddie Williams and Texan Williams also in there as well. There we see number 45, Adam Blackwell, round the first hairpin as does battle in the midfield. George Hopper though charging away. Charlie Hirons doing all he can to try and close up in second place, but at the moment it looks like he's fighting a losing battle because George Hopper is really starting to pull away at the front. Really has got the jump on the rest of the field in his opening stages, and at the moment he's looking to get down, do some work and try and pull away from the rest of the field in these early stages whilst they're still battling away. George Hopper trying to establish himself at the front, so in these early stages, George Hopper, your race leader, Charlie Hirons in second, Abs Thomas in third, as Hopper gets on the brakes into the hairpin nice and neatly and back onto the power once again. At a quick glance over him on the right hand side going through the hairpin to see where the rest of the field are, and he'll be encouraged to see that he's already pulling away from Charlie Hirons in second place as they go through the chicane and Hopper really pulling away. There we see Heron's in second, Abs Thomas in third, and I think that might have been George Fisher in fourth position, starting to close up on Thomas. And, well, that looks like the man to look out for. George Fisher starting to close up, and had a look on Abs Thomas there, all over the back wheel of Thomas, and here they come. Now, I think Abs Thomas held on to third place, and there we see the second place rider Herons. It's Thomas third, and Fisher in fourth position. Thumbs up though for George Hopper as he charges down the straight into the hairpin. But look at this battle, second, third and fourth, very close indeed. Charlie Herons with a small gap in second place, but Abs Thomas coming under some real pressure from George Fisher. Herons has a look over the shoulder to see where Thomas is, and he can see that he's got a small gap. None of this, of course, is bothering George Hopper at the front of the field as he starts to pull away. Charlie Herons falling behind a bit now in second place. However, George Hopper started to close up already on the tail enders. I think that's Texan Willits at the back of the field, about to be lapped by the race leader. Charlie Herons in second place, George Hopper all on his own at the front. The battle still on there though for third place. There goes Hopper past the finish line to complete another lap. Got a clean track in front of him now and can concentrate on pulling away from Charlie Herons in second place. Abs Thomas still in third, but look out for fourth place. George Fisher having a look around the outside. Thomas guards the inside into the hairpin, and Abs Thomas holds on to that third place. It looks like George Fisher is going to have to try and fight again. Here they come up towards the chicane. There we see the race leader George Hopper clear at the front. No pressure for him at the moment. It's already starting to close upon the tail enders, but he can take his time. So George Hopper with a gap of several seconds going round the final few corners. Here he comes once again, and number 110 George Hopper, he's got tail enders in front of him, but he just, as we say, he just needs to take his time. As number 12, we see the machine there of Max Bartle, and 22 Maddie Williams in there as well. There's 25, which looks like Bailey Harker. So Harker goes a lap down and he starts to thread his way through the field there. Your race leader George Hopper with the black and fluorescent yellow crash helmet, and he's through the tail enders and once again got a clean track in front. Great ride for him so far. George Hopper controlling this race at the front, threading his way through the tail enders, and now of course the second place rider Charlie Herons there. He was just going into the shot there. He's got the tail enders to contend with as well, as George Hopper goes flying round the final corner. There he goes. He's got another tail ender in front, but can afford to take his time, just not make any mistakes going down the inside or risk coming together on the back mark as he goes charging down the inside of the tail ender, makes the track his own, snatches the line away from that back marker, and once again has a clean track in front of him. George Hopper earlier in the race was the fastest rider on the track, 49.6, the fastest lap for George Hopper, and he is still pulling away. There he goes, all on his own. Charlie Herons starting to pull away from Abs Thomas in third, because Thomas is battling away still with George Fisher in fourth, as George Hopper makes his way round the final few corners, coming up towards the finish line. There he goes, got another tail ender in front of him. Goes round the outside as they go down the Star Straight, and George Hopper having a fantastic race so far. There he goes, down the inside of the tail ender. He's got the momentum down the straight. That's number 8, Ash Barnes. We say tail ender. Ash Barnes currently running in 7th position, so just goes to show how quickly George Hopper's going. He's going through some of the midfield runners. Riders in the top 10 are being lapped at the moment. So Ash Barnes, as we say, he's in 7th place, but he's a lap down as George Hopper goes through, charges away up to the very top of the circuit. He's got a clean track in front once again. There is a slower rider up there. I think that may possibly be Texan Willits. Looks set to go another lap down as George Hopper controls the race at the front. There he goes. Got one more corner to go to complete this lap, and he's, well, looking at my timing charts, he's really pulling away now from Charlie Herons. The gap approaching 10 seconds. So George Hopper again starting to pick his way through some of the slower riders once again. They're going 2 laps down. George Hopper really is setting the pace at the front as he continues to pull away, has a quick glance over the shoulder to see where his rivals are. Charlie Herons is around 10 seconds down in second place, Abs Thomas still in third from George Fisher, Adam Blackwell, Alex Latham in sixth. At the moment is the final rider on the lead lap, because Ash Barnes, we just saw him before, number 8 in 7th place, just been lapped by the race leader George Hopper. Hopper now making his way round the final few corners. There he goes once again, looking in great form at the moment. The gap, as we were saying, 10 seconds as Hopper goes charging down the straight. We're just looking now, there we saw Ash Barnes, Charlie Herons. I was just looking to see what the lap charts were, and there we have the answer. Charlie Herons in second and Abs Thomas still in third place. So George Fisher has to settle for fourth at the moment. George Hopper then makes his way up towards the chicane, looks in great form, got a clean track in front of him. He's led the race pretty much from the drop of the flag, and now as we go into the closing stage of the race, he's just got to keep out of trouble, not make any mistakes. The bike seems to be running perfectly at the moment, no pressure at all for George Hopper, and at the risk of invoking the commentator's curse, it looks at the moment as if he will go on to take the checkered flag, although as we know in motorcycle racing anything can happen, so certainly Hopper won't be taking anything for granted so far, but he's got a fantastic gap at the front. There he goes, round the final corner, down the start straight to complete the lap. He's counting down the laps towards victory now. We're looking further down the track as we wait for Charlie Herons, and there he is in second place. Herons second, then it looks like number 8, the 7th place rider Ash Barnes, and then the battle for third. Look how close it is, and it looks like Fisher may have gone through to third. No, he didn't. It looks at Abs Thomas. We're just looking at the lap charts as they go past the finish line. Abs Thomas holds on to third place as they cross the line. None of this, of course, is bothering George Hopper. We just saw him in shot there, going through the penultimate corner up towards the finish line section. Charlie Heron still in second place. George Hopper doing a great job so far, goes round the final corner, closing in on victory. Still Abs Thomas, we saw her there battling away with George Fisher. But one lap to go for George Hopper. He's got another tail ender. That's number 22, currently in 11th place. Maddie Williams will go 2 laps down as George Hopper nips down the inside on the hairpin for the final time. Been a fantastic race for him so far. And George Hopper going through the chicane. And there he goes, looking nice and smooth. The gap, as we were saying, just over 10 seconds. So there are some tail enders in front. But Hopper doesn't need to rush things. He's got 2 more corners to go, and it looks like he's going to bring it home for a fantastic race victory from the drop of the flag right through to the finish line. George Hopper takes his time with it. Could have gone down the inside of that back marker, but as you can see, he doesn't need to rush things. He's coming round the final corner now, and number 110, George Hopper, will take the checkered flag. Here he comes. Fantastic race win for him. So that was a great win there. Charlie Heron still there in second place. So in the SM140, George Hopper was your race winner. Charlie Heron's in second and Abs Thomas in third. The pit bike stock 140 class is riders over the age of 14, providing cost-effective and fast-paced racing where you don't get beaten by the bike, but by the rider. Whether you're progressing from the junior classes, a hobby racer, or a seasoned professional, this class will test your riding skill and racing ability. So here we go with our last race of the day. The pit bike's charging down the start straight. A lot of riders out there. Good start, absolutely essential. And number 48, your early race leader, Ben Lord, dives into the hairpin in the lead. Oh, there's some banging and buffing at the back of the field, but they all get through safely. So Ben Lord, it looked like they got the early lead. Is he leading through the chicane? Yes, he is. That looks like in second place. Could have been Jim Lovell in second. Dane Blackburn, Ben Bailey also well placed, and Angus Gough, Rob Cox in there as well. So Ben Lord takes the early lead, but he's coming under some real pressure from Jim Lovell in second place as the midfield runners make their way around the final few corners. And Ben Lord charging away, but Lovell rides on his tail in second place. The rest of the field go charging round the final corner, and there they go. Fast, furious action from this pit bike race at the end of the meeting. And oh, down the inside goes 97, the front end snaking away there from Jim Lovell. Really stuck it out there into the first corner, but wasn't quite enough. And Ben Lord holds on to the lead. Dane Blackburn encouraged there, trying to snatch that second place. But Lovell's done enough to hold on to second. It looks like 29. Rob Cox moves into fourth place. Oh, there's a bit of a moment there for number 26 all over the curbs. That was Preston Lee Cooper, but he saved the bike. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, Ben Lord holds on to the lead. Jim Lovell putting the pressure on. Dane Blackburn just watches in third place. Rob Cox down there in fourth position at the moment. And then the rest of the top 10 go charging through. Angus Gough, Marty Harrington in there as well. Chris Fabian, Sean Whittaker, and Lawrence Wardle. Oh, but look at this, number 97 round the outside. Jim Lovell. Oh, what a move there. Has he made the pass stick? No, he hasn't, not quite. What a fantastic battle at the front there. Ben Lord had the line out to the hairpin and holds on to the lead. So Jim Lovell tries to fight again. There's some bar banging for fourth place. Number 147 goes through the Angus Gough, also well placed. So Jim Lovell now back down to second place. He's going to try and fight back. Ben Lord holds on to the lead as they make their way up towards the final few corners. Dane Blackburn still there in third. There they go round the final corner, and Ben Lord holds on to the lead. Jim Lovell in second, Dane Blackburn third. Incredibly close action. Here comes Lovell down the straight. This time Lord guards that inside line. Lovell's going to try and find a gap down the inside. Oh, but it's not quite close. Not close enough there. And Ben Lord holds that inside line again. Lovell has a glance over the shoulder to see where Blackburn is in third. They make their way through the chicane, and Jim Lovell tries to fight back. He closes in under braking, but there's not really going to be any chance of overtaking on the chicane. Here they come to complete another lap, and Ben Lord leads the way. Clean track in front at the moment, of course. We're in the early stage of the race. There's no tail enders to worry about at the moment, but that might be a factor later on. There's a big group of riders in this race. So Ben Lord holds on to the lead. Jim Lovell in second place. They go charging around the final corner, and there we go. Lovell all over the back wheel of Lord. Now he likes this entry into the first corner. Lovell, this is where his main overtaking opportunity is. We cut to Blackburn there in third, and this battle of a fourth still raging away. Incredibly close action. But it looks like Ben Lord holds on to the lead as they go round the first hairpin through the chicane. Dane Blackburn still there in third. Here they come, the race leaders. And it's getting close at the front as Lovell again all over the back wheel of Ben Lord, your race leader. Third, fourth and fifth. Incredibly close there. Dane Blackburn. I think that could be Ben Bailey actually, number 28. Also in there as well, battling away with Rob Cox. Those two riders getting very, very close indeed. But it's just as close at the front as Ben Lord and Jim Lovell, completely inseparable so far. They've been battling away for the entire race. We're approaching half distance, and there we see the battle of a third place. It's Dane Blackburn, Rob Cox and Ben Bailey in there as well. Again, Lovell has a look down the inside, but Lord's got the line covered. Number 48, your race leader. Oh, they almost touched wheels there, first and second. Incredibly close battle at the front. So Ben Lord makes his way through the chicane. Lovell again going to have to try and fight again. A bit of smoke from the back of the bike there. I don't think that's anything troublesome for Lovell in second. Perhaps the bike just running a bit rich possibly, but certainly not affecting Lovell in second as he looks to try and fight back and put Ben Lord, the race leader, under pressure. Lord has pretty much led the entire race. I think Lovell grabbed the lead for a few yards a couple of laps ago, but Ben Lord, he's got the lines covered so far, but he certainly can't afford to relax. There we see the top three. Ben Lord, Jim Lovell second, Dane Blackburn, there he's in third with Rob Cox right on his tail as they go down the finish line straight. Again, Lovell has a look down the inside of Lord. He's got the pass, and he's made the pass stick. So Jim Lovell takes the lead. Ben Lord tries to fight back into the chicane though. Oh, they're side by side, and Lovell round the outside goes Lord. Oh, and Lovell nearly went down there, but what a move from number 48, Ben Lord, round the outside into the chicane. We were saying at the start of the race that you can't really pass in the chicane. Well, Ben Lord obviously thinks otherwise. Round the outside, a great move there, and Lord is back into the lead once again. So Lovell, I think he was a bit startled by that move, and now he's going to have to try and regroup and close back up on Ben Lord, the race leader. It's still very, very close indeed. There we see number 29, and Rob Cox has gone through into third place. He's gone past Dane Blackburn. So Blackburn drops to fourth. Action all the way through the field. Angus Guff in sixth place. Marty Harrington, Chris Fabian, Sean Whittaker. Lawrence Wall rounds out the top 10 just ahead of Thomas J. Harrington. Back at the front though. There we see number 48. Your race leader, Ben Lord, starting to pull away, but look at this battle of a third. Some bar-banging action here for third place as Dane Blackburn charges back through into third place. Rob Cox then drops to fourth, Ben Bailey on his tail in fifth, and it's still too close to call for that battle of a third place. There they are, they've just saw them just out of shot there. Here they come towards the curve camera, third, fourth, fifth, it's as close as that. And round the final corner they go. So the action at the moment is on this battle of a third place with Dane Blackburn charging away in third place, and as you can see, action all the way through the field. Some of our midfield runners starting to drop back a bit now, and they may cause problems for the race leaders. So Julian Gromit in 21st, Brendan Allen, Michael Farada and Callum Ricketts a bit further down the field. So Ben Lord, your race leader, Jim Lovell in second, the battle of a third still incredibly close. There they go. So Blackburn third, there's Ben Lord, he's starting to go into the tail enders now. And here they come round the final corner, so Ben Lord well and truly amongst the slower traffic at the moment. There's the battle of a third, still as close as ever. But Ben Lord holds on to the lead, Jim Lovell second, Dane Blackburn third, but only just because Rob Cox and Ben Bailey are right on his tail. That battle of a third incredibly close, and still second place, not too much in it as Ben Lord holds on to the lead now. Can he pull away? He's getting into the slower traffic, he's scything his way through some of the slower riders, and there he is once again, number 48 Ben Lord, and now he is starting to pull away ever so slightly from Lovell in second. The battle of a third though now well and truly amongst the tail enders. Blackburn in third, but there's slower traffic. Oh, he nips down the inside of the tail ender. Blackburn goes down the inside, I think he holds on to third. There we just saw number 48 Ben Lord. There's Lovell in second. So Lovell goes through in second place. Then there's a small gap. There's Lord. There's Lovell. And we wait for our third place battle. There they are. Oh, there's a tail ender in there as well for good measure. He looks over his shoulder and lets them go through. So sporting riding there from the tail ender as Ben Lord holds on to the lead. Jim Lovell still in second. Lovell losing a little bit of ground to Ben Lord, but Dane Blackburn, Rob Cox and Ben Bailey, it could be any one of those for third place. There's number 48, your race leader, 97 in second. So Ben Lord still leads from Jim Lovell as Lord starts to pick his way through some of the midfield runners. Maintains that gap, the gap going up now to just over 2.5 seconds. Looks like Lord is starting to pull away lap by lap. And it looks like Lovell's lost a bit of ground actually, so the gap now goes up to 4 seconds. And there's number 48, your race leader. Just a few seconds. Oh, as there we just saw number 97, Jim Lovell. That could have been catastrophic for him there. He almost tangled with the tail ender. Saved the bike, but loses a bit more time. And Ben Lord, number 48, your race leader, starts to pull away. Now he's got a clean track in front of him. He'll be looking to use that to good effect as they make their way through the chicane. There goes Lord. That part of the track, of course, is where he so spectacularly retook the lead a few laps ago. There's Lovell in second. Still a battle of a third, though, between Dane Blackburn holds on to third place. Ben Bailey and Rob Cox, it's still too close to call for third place. Now moving into the closing stages of the race, and Ben Lord is starting to pull away from Jim Lovell in second place. Here they come, so Lord leads, Lovell in second. Who's it going to be in third? There goes Lovell. Blackburn third. It looks like now into fourth place goes Ben Bailey. Rob Cox drops to fifth. None of this, of course, bothering the rider you see there, number 48. Ben Lord now really starting to pull away, making the race his own. He's had to work really hard to get back into the lead. And now he's certainly starting to make advantage of that clean track. Second and third are now well and truly amongst the lap riders. There's Lovell, he's got through the slower riders. Blackburn in third. Oh, as the back marker moves to one side, lets the battle go through. So sporting riding there from the tail enders as Ben Lord closes in on victory. Not too long for him to go now. There he goes. He's got a clean track in front of him. 48 Ben Lord with just a couple more corners to go. Lovell still in second place. Here comes Ben Lord. Goes round the final corner. A bit of a buddy hop there as he takes the checkered flag. Great ride from Ben Lord to take the win. So in the Pit Bike 140s, Ben Lord took the win from Jim Lovell in second. Dane Blackburn held on for third.